number 4. Looks like we do have a pretty good turnout tonight. I wish everyone out there a happy Turkey Week. I know a lot of people aren't going to be around this week, so greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate the drivers for coming out. We do have Clayton Hack back in the booth with us tonight, so you'll get used to seeing him. We're also doing some different overlays that you'll see coming up here in the next few weeks. But man, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. As always, at Got Your Six Racing Network, we are racing for awareness of veterans issues. 22 veterans a day take their own life, which is 22 too many. So tonight you actually have two veterans in the booth. Myself, retired Air Force, and Clayton is an active duty Navy member. So near and dear to our heart. Clayton, welcome to week 4, my brother.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
I'm well, man. I'm well. We're getting ready for heat number 1. The cars are getting out on the grid, man. What are you looking for tonight?
Honestly, I just got loaded in fighting some technical difficulties, so I have not been able to see a lot. But Keaton Holder made his return to the league. He had to replace his computer. He's back, qualifies P1, so he will go down in the notes for tonight's Tight Lines Apparel Pole Award for the Street Stock Series. Scott Schroyer is a new guy to the league. Not a lot, but we got 4 or 5 new guys this week. So great to see this league expanding. Thanks to you and Billy Roberts and Michael Vitale and just everybody in this league. Reaching out and getting the name out there and getting some new guys. So I've not been able to see a lot of stuff on track so far tonight. Kind of starting fresh right here, but I know it's going to be a good show. These guys always put on one heck of a show.
Yeah, man, we're about ready to go green. That is Keaton Holder on the front row, getting ready to go green in that 38 machine. He does have Scott Schroyer to his outside. In the 57, that's 2 new drivers since I've come on board. Keaton Holder's going to stay on that outside. Ryan Stillwell in that 09. He's rolling the bottom. Scott Schroyer, he is in P2. They are side by side. Clayton, looks like that 09's trying that bottom early.
Yeah, we had a couple hours of practice last night just playing around on here, trying to see what this track does. And very early, there is no line anywhere near as fast as the top. These guys have to put it up there and trust that they can put it almost against the wall and run fast, as we see everybody single filed out now on the top. 21 of Anthony Vitale there makes a little bit of contact with the wall exiting 4, but yeah, you've got to put it up top and run that for as long as you can, and then when it slicks off, it's almost a reverse card on this track. The bottom becomes so fast and the top is incredibly slow with how slick it gets up there. So seeing everybody single file up top now, the track's going to wear pretty quick with these street stocks, I think. And we'll see how fast they get down to the bottom and start running the bottom as well.
Yeah, man, you can already see that top starting to get slick. There's only slick and then the marbles, so they'll push that cushion up throughout the night. Man, tell us all about Outlaw Racing League if you can real quick.
Absolutely. So the Outlaw Racing League is brought to you by Gears Unlimited, Tight Lines Apparel, A&J Landscaping, and Vitale Motorsports. We do 3 series a night: dirt street stocks, dirt big block modifieds, and the pro late models. We do series races. All the points accumulate throughout the night. So these guys will run street stocks, big blocks, and late models tonight. Their points at the end of the night will accumulate together, and that will update the point. I will update the points at the end of the night for everybody, standings wise. We run those 3. We do 2 weeks of points racing. So we have Fairbury tonight, and next week I believe we're going to I-55, and then after that, every 3rd week, we have a Crown Jewel event. We bring on a sponsor and put these guys in a money race, basically. No points, just qualify. We'll run that one race, and top 5 usually receives a payout. Last week, giving the leader $200 to take home, and it just trickles down as we go through the top 5. It's an invitational league. We run open setups. We have pulled drivers from, I believe, the Mud Puppy Racing League, Friday Night Lights, a couple guys from the old Natural League. So we've kind of got a few drivers from all sorts of different leagues, and we just hope to keep on spreading the word, man. Keep building it up and see where this thing goes.
Yeah, man, a couple of coast-to-coast racing guys, a couple other leagues out there also. Heat 2 is on the grid. Grant Wesley on the pole, Logan Herbert to his outside, Michael Vitale in row 2 with Chris Cox to his outside. Billy Roberts rounds out your field of 5 drivers. So good heat race in the beginning. As you said, Clayton, they got on that high side and pretty much it was a train around the top. But look at the top of the corners here. That is starting to wear. And there is no, above that are marbles. So they'll start pushing. That black will just go all the way up to the wall as we go throughout the night.
Absolutely. Yeah, we already see a black line all the way up there. Going to be sketchy for some of these guys getting up there. You know, we don't want to see the wall riding effect that the sim has shown in the past to give these guys an advantage. We want to see it strictly on drivers. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. But only exit of turn 2 looks to have moisture. Everything else is already blacked off as we see Logan Herbert sliding Grant Wesley here for the lead. Grant Wesley crossing back over for the lead. That's already showing that this track is going to become multiple lane racing really fast.
Yeah, man, love the track. Grant Wesley, driver out of Evansville, Indiana, at the point. Logan Herbert in the 611. Chris Cox, a Des Moines, Iowa driver in the 515, currently running P3. Billy Roberts in the Gears Unlimited 99 machine out of Independence, Missouri in P4. Big shout out to the 213. That is one of our favorite drivers. The 213, Michael Vitale, is an Air Force veteran. I'd like to thank Michael for his service to our country. Up front, Grant Wesley leading the way.
Yeah, we're already single file train up top already again. So I really think by the time this feature comes, you know, we get a stacked field here. I believe there's going to be a lot of guys trying out that bottom and getting that bottom worked in. The middle, there's not really a middle line here. It's really top or bottom. So seeing these guys come back together with how the corners tighten on exit, you know, we might see some contact that's not quite intentional, but it could get pretty hectic in this feature. All 3 nights, you know, the cars are only going to get faster throughout the night. So that means the track's going to wear away faster in the next 2 series we have coming up.
Yeah, man, love this track. We're on board with Logan Herbert, currently running in P2. You can see him inside the cockpit, super busy, sawing back and forth on that wheel with the street stocks pretty much wide open. There is some throttle control, but not as much as you might find in other cars. But Logan is busy on that wheel inside that 611 machine, trying to catch the 88 of Grant Wesley. Chris Cox, Billy Roberts, the back 3 kind of spreading out here, leaving room. White flag is out. Grant Wesley takes the white flag. 1 to go here at Fairbury in heat number 2. Logan Herbert on that outside. He's going to dive for the bottom. Can he make that work? 88 off of turn 4. And the victory. Wesley, Herbert, Cox, Roberts, Vitale.
Yeah, very, very one lane so far. I'm kind of excited for this feature. Gonna have a 2-minute warm up here. Quick announcement to these guys.
Yep, we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
When people hear a Valhalla project, the first thing they might think of is our shirts. But what most people don't know is that our plaques came first and the t-shirts came second. What some people might not know is that the same shirts that we make day in and day out allowed us to do unbelievable things for unbelievable people. Whether it's donating our...
He offered 1,000, so that might be a huge night.
So the feature is on the grid. Tonight's feature was the wrong button. I apologize. Logan Herbert, Scott Schroyer on the front row. Grant Wesley, Keaton Holder in row 2. Ryan Stillwell, Chris Cox in row number 3. Anthony Vitale Jr., Billy Roberts in row number 4. Kelly Wheeler on the inside of row number 5. Michael Vitale to his outside. And Jake Henry rounds out your field of 11 drivers. Have a passion for some great outdoors and fishing? Tight Lines Apparel has all your fishing apparel needs for the whole family, from women's to men's and youth sizes. Family owned and operated. Tight Lines Apparel has a passion for the outdoors, and everything is custom made to order, from tees to hoodies. Tight Lines Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your fishing apparel needs. Act now. Use code SIMRACINGSHIP for free shipping on your order. That's SimRacingShip for free shipping. Be sure to give them a like and follow on Facebook and Instagram, and get the whole family set up with Tight Lines Apparel. Keep it tight with Tight Lines Apparel. Getting ready to go 50 laps here at Fairbury in the street stocks. Again, these are open set street stocks, so we'll see how it goes. It looks like the track is already starting to wear quite a bit. So green flag is out. We are underway. That is Logan Herbert to the top. 57 slides it in. That is Scott Schroyer. Grant Wesley down low again early.
Scott Schroyer with a huge crossover going into 1 here, sliding all the way up, going from 3rd to possibly 1st corner exit of turn 2. Stillwell makes contact. Ryan Stillwell brings out the caution.
Caution is out. We will take a look. As you heard, it was Stillwell in that 06 car, 09 car. My apologies. He gets into turn 3. Got the 515 behind him. That's Chris Cox. Let's see what happens. He's trying to slide up. 38 car is coming down at the same time. Those two will meet in the middle. Does not play out well for the 09 Animal Racing. Around he goes. So Grant Wesley does take over the lead in that 88 car. 57 of Scott Schroyer to his inside. 88 car selects the outside for the restart. That is Chris Cox on the inside of row number 2, with that 611 of Logan Herbert to his outside. You know, Clayton, I didn't think a slide job would come into play with these street stocks, but it has early.
Yeah, these cars are so momentum dependent. Seeing these guys actually be able to pull off sliders here is kind of impressive. And it seems as if that's gonna be one of the only lines here to run for a little bit, with the track continuing to fade. Grant Wesley still somehow making that top work, keeping it off the wall still. Really good to see. But I believe we're gonna see him down to the bottom here real soon.
Well, actually, we got a car down to the bottom. Who is that? That's the 171 of Henry. Kelly Wheeler in that 11 machine just came out of the pits. So he's at the tail end of the field. Still well in front of him, Jake Henry, Keaton Holder, Anthony Vitale Jr. That's the 21 car. He drives a dirt mod in real life out of New York, is Anthony Vitale Jr. Got his brother above him here. Those two make a little bit of contact. That's Michael Vitale. Billy Roberts in the 99. He is up to P5, up 3 from his start. Chris Cox in the 515. The 57 of Scheuer. Logan Herbert in the 611, and Grant Wesley. And that is your journey through the field as we run on lap 7 of 50. Looks like Vitale, Michael Vitale, into that outside line or wall.
Looks like the 21 of Anthony Vitale had a spin there on the front stretch. Let's take a look at what happened.
You got the 38 running with
he just
213.
looks like Anthony Vitale, exit of 4, comes up into the 38 of Keaton Holder.
Dives down low, yeah, and comes up as the 38's coming down. They make contact once again. The 213 into the outside wall all by himself. 21 car around. Up front, looks like the 88 of Grant Wesley, still holding that lead. He's got the 611, will probably be to his inside. This is a 50-lap race, so we got plenty of time for cars to move up through the field. Maybe it'll be that car that's patient that works their way through all the incidents and is in the pay window. At the end of the night, we shall see. Pace truck should exit next time by.
Kelly Wheeler getting his lap back here.
Kelly Wheeler in that 11 car getting a wave around, as you heard from Clayton. It's going to be the 88 of Grant Wesley, 611 of Logan Herbert. Next caution, Clayton, if we... Next caution, we'll try to go on board with the 88 and get a quick chat. See if we can make that happen. '88 car with a great restart. 611 tried to get a little bit of a jump, but that is Grant Wesley to the outside in the 88. Don't look now. Chris Cox is coming as the yellow flag comes back out.
Ryan Stillwell clips the inside tire. He was just talking about that in pre-race, how he was struggling during practice on his own for that, and he makes contact here on lap 9 with the inside tire. He will be going to the back.
Grant Wesley, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, I do. I got you.
Man, so give us the view there from the driver's seat.
Well, track is pretty slick right now, but there's a nice curb up top. So the top side's working pretty good for me right now. That's where I plan to stay. Hopefully the whole race.
Yeah, man.
Grant, you think you'll...
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. Grant, this is Clayton in the booth. Hey, man, you think you'll have to drop down at all during this race, or you think the track will be able to maintain its grip up there the whole time?
I definitely think the bottom's going to come in. There will be a race for the win, I'm sure of it. That bottom's going to come in for sure.
Absolutely, man.
All right,
we'll
man.
get you on out of here. One to
Good
go.
luck.
Good luck.
Yep, thanks.
That was your leader, Grant Wesley, in that 88 machine. Still at the front of the field. Selects the outside. Green flag is back out. Wesley on the hammer. Logan Herbert, now he moves up to P, stays in P2. He slides in behind the 88. Scott Scheuer. Now the 6'11 is going to dive down. Can he move up? Yes, he will. Slide job coming. Crossover from the 88. They both maintain their positions. Monkey see, monkey do. We're going to go 3 wide at Fairbury in street stocks. Logan Herbert able to get in front of the pack, but it's Scheuer and Chris Cox side by side. Back in the back, you see the 99 of Billy Roberts. He makes a little bit of contact. He's running the bottom side. That is the 21. They make contact. The 21 and the 38 make contact. You got a couple of cars down low. Scheuer now on the bottom. So Clayton, a few of those cars deciding to go down. 38 up on the wall. He will continue.
We're only 13, coming to 14 laps into this race, seeing these guys race this hard. 76 still back there fighting the wall. Seems as if the car's just off. Might be fighting some steering damage or something. He's gonna go ahead and stop on the track and bring out a yellow here.
As you heard, Keaton Holder, he pulls over and brings out the caution. Grant Wesley still at the front of the field. Great battle. Let's get a word with second place driver, if we can find him. Logan Herbert here. There he is, Logan.
Hey, Logan. Clayton up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, bud. So, seeing you throw these crazy sliders on Grant Wesley, haven't been able to see one come through all the way for you here yet. What's it going to take to get around the 88?
Really just a good restart. Gonna have to, be side by side with him down the front stretch and try to get a good slider into one and, maybe just go up top in 3 and 4 and hopefully he doesn't get me back.
Absolutely, man. Anything else you think you can find around this track for speed?
Maybe later in the race when the bottom comes in, but we'll see. This track's, very top dominant right now.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck, man. Get the job done.
Good luck,
Thank you.
man. Grant Wesley chooses the outside. He will go 6'11 of Herbert. Been on his inside all night. Great start by the 88. Herbert falls in line behind Scott Scheuer. He's going to go underneath Chris Cox. Slide job coming. That's the 6'11. Doesn't have enough room. He chooses wisely not to slide up into the 88. Logan Herbert, Scheuer working that bottom in the 57. He's able to get past the 515 of Chris Cox. That bottom may be coming in quicker than we thought. He's running that line right below the slick, not quite on the tires. He's running kind of the middle of the track, making some headway.
The more these guys run that line, it's going to come in very quick here, and we're going to start to see, like I said, that reverse card on this racetrack, and the bottom is going to become so much more dominant.
We are on lap 18 of 50. Grant Wesley has led every lap. 21 car up on the wall. Anthony Vitale Jr., let's take a look. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at Anthony Vitale Jr. in that 21 machine. Running with Chris Cox in the 515. Just gets into the outside wall, hits it hard with that right rear. Into the fence he goes.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 of Ryan Stillwell here could possibly be parked. This is his third offense tonight, getting into the back of it. I'm going to have to add a few laps here and then check this one out a couple more times here.
While Clayton is checking out. Let's get a word with Michael Vitale. Michael, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, how's it going? It looks rough back there.
It's a little rough back here. The track's a little slick up on the top, trying to grab the bottom as we go now.
We got 2 sponsors battling it out. You and Billy Roberts right in front of you, man. Don't rough them up too much. We need that sponsorship. And we don't need you to wreck because we need that sponsorship. So, man, great race.
We're having fun out here, Joe.
Great race, man. Thank you for your service as always, my brother. Good luck.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, man. That was Michael Vitale. We will get him back into his server room.
We've got the 611 starting to blink here. Hope that doesn't become a problem for him here late in the race.
Green flag is out. 88 of Grant Wesley still on the point. 611 in P2. Scott Scheuer, he's working the bottom. Now the 611 is going to try one more time. Slide job, crossover coming. Able to hold on to it a little better than, flashing a little bit, just like Clayton just alluded to. 611 comes down, gets into the 57. That is second and third place. Oh my goodness, at the front of the pack. Let's take a look. 611 was flashing a little bit right there. The 611 diving for the bottom just makes contact with that 57 car. He was about to try a back-to-back slide job. For the first time anybody's tried that tonight, I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of those, but that will shuffle the field. That will put Chris Cox in P2. Billy Roberts in the 99 machine will move up to P4. Michael Vitale Jr., first time in the top 5 tonight. That will move Vitale into a P5. Jake Henry in the 171 is in P6. Grant Wesley chooses the outside once again. Let's see if Chris Cox, the driver out of Des Moines, Iowa, can do anything with the 88. Green flag is out. We are back underway. Billy Roberts threw it down low. Loses momentum, stacks up the field a little bit.
Yeah, you see, we've got more contact in the back of the field. Another yellow going to be thrown here. But Billy Roberts starting to throw a slide job that doesn't go all the way up the track. He's stopping about halfway up, forcing the guy behind him to check up, and that could be a way to get a position here late in the race.
We will go on board with Mr. Billy Roberts, see if we can't get him up into the booth. Of course, Billy Roberts, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you.
Man,
Yes,
what's the strategy back there? You're in the top 5. What's your strategy here?
Joe, I ain't got no strategy. We are banging off each other. We're laughing so hard, my eyes are watering. Shoot, I don't know.
Man, we talked to Michael Vitale last caution. I told him not to rough you up, man, and the 213 got by you there. So
He did. I know.
Man, 2 of the bigger sponsors in the league, man. You guys go easy on each other. Good luck, my brother.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, man. Grant Wesley still with your lead on lap 24 of 50. We're closing in on halfway. Looks like 213 of Michael Vitale. He's going to roll the bottom. Billy Roberts stays up high. He's got the 38 tucked in behind that 213.
Michael Vitale, P3 at the line, starting to make that middle to bottom line work. With the guys on the outside hitting the wall, the bottom has become faster now just because they're not able to maintain good speed around the top.
Man, I got my eye on that 57 car, I think. That guy has looked strong all night. He's rolling the bottom super well. Once that top goes away, Clayton, I think he'll have the bottom figured out. He's running it now.
Yeah, Scott's a very, very consistent dirt racer. He's got a lot of speed behind the wheel of that car, and he's already making his way back up after an EOL just about 10 laps ago, already halfway through the field. Top 5 already for the 57.
Yeah, we were about to go 3 wide with the 515, the 57, and the 99. Billy Roberts trying to get into some of that action. Up front, you're not missing much. Grant Wesley pulling away from the field now as Vitali and Chris Cox. Vitali gets by Chris Cox. I missed that while we were at a different view. Put the 213 in P2.
Yeah, Grant Wesley's moved down to the bottom here in 1 and 2. I wonder how long it's going to take him to get to the bottom and run the whole track on the bottom. He's starting to favor his way down there. Billy Roberts jumped up top, and again he's starting to go backwards through the field with everybody down there. It's hard to make it work now as he gets really loose off of 4 there and gets into the 9 of Ryan Stillwell.
99 gets into the back of the 09. Let's take a look at what happened there. There's the 99 in front of the 09. That is the orange car and the black and green car. 09 is running down low. Billy Roberts has not come off that top side yet. That is getting wore out. Looks like Billy Roberts may have got a little bit loose there and comes down and collects that 09 car, 99 to the rear of the field. Grant Wesley opened up I didn't check the gap, Clayton. No, you're busy in the booth there doing your admin role.
Oh yeah.
Grant Wesley, Vitali, Cox, Scheuer, Wheeler. We will double it up and get ready to go again on lap 31 of 50. Grant picks the bottom side for the restart this time. That tells you where we're at in this race. Michael Vitali into the outside wall off the side of the 515. Scheuer, don't look now, 56 car is coming. The 515 of Chris Cox. Can't quite get to the bottom. Boy, I saw that coming, that contact between the 611 of Herbert and the 213 of Vitali. Let's go around the track one time and do our version of Turn It Up. Oh, never mind. We got a caution that came out. I guess we stay green. My apologies. Grant Wesley still at the front of the field. He's got over a second gap between himself and the 515 of Chris Cox. It's a ways back to P3. Logan Herbert in the 611. He has recovered well, as has the 21 of Anthony Vitali Jr. Billy Roberts in the 99 car. He's running the bottom side, as is just about everybody else running with the 213 of Vitali. Kelly Wheeler in that 11 car is back there. Stillwell, he's still running the top, trying to get a good run off the top side. Scheuer falls all the way back to P9 at the rear of the field on lap 38 of 50. Chris Cox in P2. Now the gap is almost a second and a half between the two. Logan Herbert, now we're getting strung out. 21 car working the low side. Billy Roberts gets a little bit loose. He's right side by side with Vitali there.
Yeah, sorry about that, Joe. I had to step away, take care of the little one. I had something come up real quick.
No worries. Vitali down low, able to get past Billy Roberts. Let's see where Roberts is at. Vitali now able to open up a gap between himself and the 99 car. So Billy Roberts losing the handle of the 99 as the 213 just gets better and better. Kelly Wheeler in P7. He's in the 11 machine. Scott Scheuer in that 56 is back there.
Absolutely, and between those two, we've seen it. We've seen it all throughout the season. It seems that the 213 is able to kind of hold on long run. Billy Roberts is one of the fastest ones when it comes to short runs, and he has his moments getting to the front. But Michael Vitale seems to be a little more on it when it comes to long runs and long races like the one we're in now. Ryan Stillwell cooks the wall in 3 and 4 again. That will bring out our caution.
Let's take a look. Into the tire. Tires don't move here. I've tried. Grant Wesley has led from the drop of the green flag. He rolled off P3. The 88 currently at the front of the field. He's got Chris Cox to his outside. Grant Wesley and Logan Herbert in the, my apologies, Herbert and Vitale in the second row. We are going to go single file restart. 46 of 50 in the books.
This is going to be one heck of a race for the lead here.
Grant Wesley with the restart gets down low. 515 of Chris Cox goes right with him. Wesley now, he gets that bottom side. Logan Herbert decides to stay on the top, gets into the outside wall. Chris Cox in P2. Now the 21 car of Vitale Jr., he's battling for that final podium position. Currently secure in that position. The 611 and the 213, they want a podium. They're trying to get by that 21 car. The 21 car wants to get by the 515 of Chris Cox. 213 slides it in deep, gets loose, coming off of turn 4. 213 sideways on lap 49 of 50.
Michael Vitale was making such a hard run, too.
213 car, just a little bit too much on the exit of turn number 4. Gets loose, and we'll send him to the back of the field. But Anthony Vitale Jr. in that 21, able to move his way up into a final podium position. Oh, my apologies. Oh, Chris Cox is in second, Vitale in third. Logan Herbert in the 611. He has a little bit of work left to do if he wants a podium. Billy Roberts currently behind Herbert. That is the 213 trying to get caught up there. 88 car, good restart. Billy Roberts sideways on the start. So we will not quite get a lap down here.
Yeah, it looks like the 11 of Kelly Wheeler there taps him and turns him around into pit road.
Kelly Wheeler to the back of the field. We will go 51 laps here. We are on lap 50. So we're coming down to the end here. The 88 car, Evansville's own Grant Wesley at the front of the field. We will not go on board with the drivers and distract them as we get ready for this dash for the win here. 611 gets sideways. I'm not sure what happened there. He will get back in line. Grant Wesley at the front of the field. Chris Cox, Anthony Vitale are your three podium drivers at the moment. Logan Herbert in the 611. He's flashing again. That's got to be distracting there at the conclusion of this race. 21 car of Anthony Vitale Jr. He takes a look, gives a little tap to the 515. Vitale Jr. one to go at the line. That is the race to watch. They are side by side. They make contact. Will Chris Cox be able to hold on? It's going to be a drag race to the line. Chris Cox and Vitale Jr. are finished 2-3. The 611 of Logan Herbert gave it a heck of a try at the late race there. They were side by side at the line. We will get a word with your top three here momentarily. That is Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21. Chris Cox in the 515 and Grant Wesley. Anthony able to hold on the last second charge from that 611. So great run, great race to start off the night. We do have Chris Cox. We're waiting for Anthony to get up in the booth, and we will get a word with your top three. Still no Anthony Vitale.
There he is. Anthony, Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Man, what a drive from you, man. Just slowly working your way up through the field all night long, finishing top three, man. What did it take to get it done tonight?
Well, I hate to say it, it was a little bumpy. But we were racing pretty hard there. I know I got into the 213, and I don't think he's happy with me right now, but little brotherly love tap, and other than that, it was fun.
Awesome job, man. How did it feel when the track started to slick off up top? How sketchy was it against that wall?
I definitely don't have a right rear quarter panel left. I could guarantee you that, because I think every time I went to each turn, I definitely took a 1/8 inch off.
Nice. Well, who did it take on that 21 car to get it done tonight?
It took the Vitale Motorsports team, Gears Unlimited. Joe, we really appreciate everything you do for us here. Top Tier, we really appreciate it. You guys do an awesome job with the everything that you guys do. That'll be about it today.
Awesome, buddy. Well, congratulations on your podium finish, man. Way to get it done.
Next, we got the 515. That is Des Moines, Iowa's own Chris Cox. Chris, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yes, I do.
Man, that was something else. 50 laps of, man, tell us about street stocks. Some people love them, some people hate them, man. How do you find driving an open set street stock?
Well, driving, they're pretty easy. You just hammer down and, just steer until, just keep it between the walls and hammer down. Otherwise, just based off of how I like them, I hate them. I wish they would give us IMCA stock cars instead of UMP street stocks, or at least get rid of the late model tires on these things and actually just give us 9-inch tires. I think that'd be a little bit better.
So, man, you started running down low. Where was your preferred line here tonight?
Well, I was kind of hoping the top was going to stay there a little bit more. Actually, I kind of hoped the top would bend there more like a two-liner instead of just the top being ran off and then just all going to the bottom. But otherwise, I was kind of comfortable running the bottom. I knew if they run me inside, I could defend it. I just had to stay off of people and just keep the speed up, running that middle.
Yeah, man. Did you have anything for the 88?
No, I just didn't have enough gear in. He just kept pulling away from me on the restarts, and then on the he just had the pull on me. I just couldn't pull up on him.
Well, it is a podium nonetheless, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish tonight?
I'd like to thank MJC Desktop Fabrications. You for streaming this. Cox Gaming, Top Tier for putting this on, and that's everybody.
No top secret tonight? What's going on?
And top secret.
Man, you know, if I know your sponsors better than you, my brother, that means you've been on the podium quite a bit. Great run by the 515, man. Hope to talk to you again tonight.
Yep. Hope to.
All right, man. Clayton, you got Grant Wesley in the booth?
Yes, sir, I do. Grant Wesley, it's Clayton up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, bud. So, I was watching that 88 all night long, running as good as you did tonight, man. How was it up top, being up there with the wall slowly getting easier and easier to get up to? What did it take to stay away from it?
Yeah, so you know, I was just trying to keep it classy up there next to that wall, and not hit it. I just trying to put on a good show. I really love the top side around this track, man. It's a lot of fun to run.
Man, we were watching you almost every restart pull away 2-3 car links before getting to the stripe. Did you have something particular you were looking for on a restart? Kind of a signal from somebody else to know that was your moment to go?
Well, so I was using that orange stripe as my restart zone, and I was, firing just a little bit before or a little bit after. I kept it a moving target. I didn't want people to be able to anticipate the start and get a slider on me there early. And if I seen, second place, sometimes they anticipate and they start rolling the car up a little bit quicker. If I ever see that, I just wait, and then as soon as they slow down, I go. But yeah.
Awesome job tonight, man. What did it take on that 88 to get it done?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys for putting on this awesome league. I feel blessed just to be able to run with you guys here. It's pretty awesome what you're doing. I'd like to thank all the sponsors here: A&J Landscaping, Gears Unlimited, Vitale Motorsports, Tight Lines Apparel. Thanks to you guys for sponsoring the events here, especially Gears Unlimited for the Street Stock feature winner. Definitely appreciate that $10. I'd like to thank my teammates at Animal Racing, Scott Schroyer. He just joined, so we got him on in the league here on Tuesdays. So that's a great addition. And then Ryan Stillwell and Rick Gibson, who's not here.
Absolutely, man.
All right,
You've
man.
almost.
I got some homework for you. Being from Evansville, Indiana, I'm kind of partial to that 88 car, but man, I've been on Facebook. I've been all over the place. I'm not seeing any dirt dwarf car racing. So I need you to do some homework for me in southern Indiana there, in Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky area. I need you to let me know if we're going to find some dwarf car racing on the dirt back there. I know there's a lot of asphalt. So, man, that is your homework assignment to a future neighbor. So, man, great run by you tonight, my friend. Hope to talk to you again. Hope you had your pencil out, wrote down your homework assignment for hopefully we talk again on Friday. Maybe we'll have that update.
So yeah, just Sullivan Speedway. It's like 45 minutes north, probably an hour drive north of Evansville. Sullivan, Indiana. That's a place that I know they used to run them like 10 years ago, but it's been a while. But yeah, I'll keep my eyes open for that. Definitely looking forward to you moving down here.
Yeah, man, can't wait. Great run by that 88. Hope to talk to you again tonight.
Yeah, hopefully so.
All right, man. Good. Clayton, so that's it. Those are the dirt street stocks. Any last thoughts?
Man, it was about twice as hectic as I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, seeing these guys put it up against the wall the way they did, and somehow still keep the car going. We saw it bite a couple people tonight. Keaton Holder fought it a little bit. Logan Herbert I had some crazy slide jobs. Cool to see. Couldn't pull one off, but man, that 88 at Grant Wesley, we've seen. I mean, we see it over with you guys and Friday Night Lights, and we're starting to see it here. There's just that 88 has got a whole another gear that these guys can't seem to find just yet.
Yeah, man, he's definitely a will man. Ladies and gentlemen, we will take a break, and when we come back, we're going to have big block modifieds. Is that correct, Clayton?
Yes, sir.
We will take a break, and we will be right back.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Yeah, Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. You know, we brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
You know, on this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. You know, this hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, you know, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, you know, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money, and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their families' permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity right now.
Welcome back. We are back with Big Block Modifieds right here at Fairbury, getting ready for some heat races here. Ryan Stillwell at the top of the board. Now Michael Vitale at the top of the board. Billy Roberts, they're battling it out for that top spot, Clayton.
Yeah, that Gears Unlimited team, they have found some speed over the last couple weeks in those modifieds. Logan Herbert up with a 12.799, and then Billy Roberts firing back.
Keaton
and immediately,
Holder.
Yeah, Keaton Holder to the top. This track will get really fast as they blow the top off up there. We'll see who's got it here in qualifying coming up.
Getting ready to qualify. We will follow along as the drivers come out on the track. Who will be first? Looks like Michael Vitale in that 213 ride. Red, white, and blue. Great looking ride. Got Gears Unlimited on board. He's running that outside. You got to be careful here. You make contact, that lap won't count. See how the 213's first lap is. Switch over to the 99. Identical cars. I guess Michael Vitale.
Quickest of the whole session so far with a 12.604. Can he go faster for lap 2 here? No, he does not.
Logan Herbert up to P2 with a 12.656 in that 611 car. Scott Scheuer, Animal Racing, out on the track in the 57. He's currently 6 quick, 13.203. Can Scott put a run together here in the Big Block Modifieds coming to the flag? 13.184. Ryan Stillwell in the 09 out on track. Currently 4th quick, coming for his final timed lap. Fifth quick for Stillwell. Keaton Holder is the last car. That is the 387 I'm seeing as his number. He's out on track. He is the last to qualify here. We got Grant Wesley and Kelly Wheeler also. Michael Vitale at the top of the board. Where does the 387 third quick? Grant Wesley in the 88. We talked to Grant. He won the last race. Let's see how that 88 does. Everyone working the high side. But I'm with you, Clayton. I think that high side's going to go away quick.
Yeah, these modifieds, they got a fat right rear tire and a lot more power than that street stock. They're gonna slick it off more than likely by the end of heat 1. If I was to guess here tonight.
Grant Wesley up to P3 in that 88 machine. Kelly Wheeler is back in P9, 13.120 for that 11 car of Kelly Wheeler. Looks like everybody has taken their qualifying laps. Michael Vitale, Logan Herbert, Grant Wesley, Keaton Holder, Billy Roberts, your top 5. Michael Vitale is your Tight Lines pole winner for tonight. Have a passion for the great outdoors and fishing? Tight Lines Apparel has all your fishing apparel needs for the whole family, from women's to men's and youth sizes. Family owned and operated, Tight Lines Apparel has a passion for the outdoors, and everything is custom made to order, from tees to hoodies. Tight Lines Apparel is your one-stop shop for all your fishing apparel needs. Act now and use code SIMRACINGSHIP for free shipping on your order. That's SIMRACINGSHIP for free shipping. Be sure to give them a like and follow on Facebook and Instagram, and get the whole family set up with Tight Lines Apparel. Keep it tight with Tight Lines Apparel. like to thank Tight Lines for sponsoring the pole award. That will go to Michael Vitale in that 213 machine.
Yeah, gonna take a quick word here with Michael Vitale, tonight's pole sitter. Michael, man, fastest of the session there, qualifying on your first lap. How fast is that top feeling right now?
It's feeling pretty fast up there, but it's a little sketchy on this wall with this track. So let's see what I can do come race time.
Absolutely, man. Starting front row, heat 1, you're gonna take the top, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll start off up on the top.
Awesome. How fast through the night in the big blocks you think that top side will go away?
That's hard to tell, but I think it'll hold up for a little bit.
Awesome, man. Well, best of luck tonight to you in that 213.
I appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
That was Michael Vitale, your Tight Lines Apparel pole winner for tonight here at Fairbury. We're getting ready to go heat racing as heat number 1 is just a few seconds away. We'll get a look at the grid and get the show underway.
How awesome! You could throw a blanket over the top 9's qualifying times here. 12.6s to 12.9s. Scott Shore, the only one with a 13.1. These guys are running very close lap times. Should make for some incredible racing tonight in the feature.
Michael Vitale, Grant Wesley on the front row. Billy Roberts, Ryan Stillwell in row number 2. Kelly Wheeler rounds out your field of 5 drivers. So we're going to see, looks like we got Vitale and Billy Roberts. Those are the Gears Unlimited in the red, white, and blue cars on the inside. Let's see if that 88 can carry on his dominance here at Fairbury. And his teammates to his rear bumper. That is Ryan Stillwell in the 09, the Animal Racing crew. So you have the Gears Unlimited cars down low, Vitale Motorsports, and the Animal Racing crew up high.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun fact, Michael Vitale actually designed those 2 cars. He designed the whole Gears Unlimited team's paints just in a couple nights. Did some great work, man. Some of the stuff that these guys can do on this simulator service is ridiculous. The setups, the paints, you love to see it.
So the 213 will bring us to the green flag. Chooses the outside for his start here. We are underway. Vitale, Wesley falls into P2. Ryan Stillwell into P3. Billy Roberts stuck down on that bottom side. Nowhere to go. He may be able to get in line behind a 09, but the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler is closing that gap. Now Billy Roberts will get to the outside. Wheeler is the only car that's not glued to that top side in that 11 machine. Vitale up front, battling it out with Grant Wesley. Let's go on board with Grant Wesley. In that 88 machine, you can hear him working the throttle. Big block modifieds on a short track. I can tell you from experience, this is a tall task as the caution comes out.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Stillwell off of 2 just washes up into the 99, and 99 spins down onto pit road. Tough break for the 09. Going to go to the back for this one in his heat.
Right, and I was about to say the EOL is the kiss of death, but we've seen cars come from the back all night so far.
Yeah, it's the way the track conditions here change so fast. It seems like an EOL is almost just if there's at least 10 to go, an EOL really doesn't matter.
Michael Vitale at the top of the board in the 213, 88 of Grant Wesley He finds that outside, put Wesley in the 88, the driver out of Evansville, Indiana. Back to the point, Michael Vitale in P2. Billy Roberts in the 99. He has held steady in P3. Kelly Wheeler in the 11. And Ryan Stillwell in that 09 machine. Stillwell thought about diving down low for a slide job, thought better of the slide job, but he did dive down low. Grant Wesley in the 88, Michael Vitale in the 213, in P2, followed by Billy Roberts on lap 7 of 10.
Yeah, those Gears Unlimited guys are starting to run down the 88 here at Grant Wesley. See if either one of them can make a move on that 88. Another race just seems that 88 is so fast once he gets up front, but the guys behind are definitely able to keep up here. So we'll see if either of them have a move here in the next 2 laps.
One to go. Grant Wesley picks right up where he left off in the dirt street stocks at the front of the field. Michael Vitale P2, Billy Roberts P3. Kelly Wheeler and Ryan Stillwell fall off the pace a little bit at the line. It will finish. Wesley, Vitale, Roberts, your top 3. He two's on the grid. Logan Herbert on the inside of row number 1. Keaton Holder to his outside. Anthony Vitale Jr., Chris Cox in row 2. Scott Scheuer is in the 5th and final starting position. Getting ready to go green before the Clayton. How many laps we got for the feature here?
50 laps here at Fairbury tonight.
So another 50 laps in the big block modifieds. They'll go by a lot faster than what did the street stocks for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We see the 611 of Logan Herbert on the front here. That kid seems fast as well. Logan and Keaton, teammates taking up the front row. We'll see which one of them can run away with this one if possible.
You can see Herbert showing you the different setups. That 611 carrying that left front. Not going to get much usage tonight. Logan Herbert at the front of the field will get the restart. Good restart by the 611. Keaton Holder into P2. Chris Cox in the 515. Now the 21 of Vitale Jr. He doesn't race big blocks, but he does race modifieds in real life in that 21 car. He is in P4 trying to get it done. Scott Scheuer, brand new to Outlaw Racing League. Boy, that left front just touching the ground a couple times through that whole straightaway.
Yeah, the way these things, some of the setups these guys run on these, I've noticed over the last couple weeks that they're super left front up in the air. It's really cool to see. I remember that was what drew me to dirt racing as a kid, going with the family, seeing 3 tires on the ground. I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and the fact that the sim has absolutely nailed that effect that these cars can have is really, really cool. As we see the 57 carry it all the way down the front stretch here. Logan Herbert and Keaton Holder again ran away with it. We'll see if they start to maybe tighten it up and battle for the lead for the win of this heat race.
Let's go back and take a look. Chris Cox in a battle with the 57 of Scheuer. As you can see him come out. Yes, sir. Left front does not touch. Little bit of contact there. That will bring out the caution once again. Let's see if we can't get a word with Keaton Holder, maybe. I don't see Keaton in the... Don't see Keaton Holder, so we won't get a word with Keaton. It is Logan Herbert at the front of the field. We saw the 611 put on a great show in the dirt street stocks. Now Keaton Holder goes to the bottom side. That is the 387. He took a peek. Clayton, he's the first car to even go down there. But he gave it a little bit of a test run. Maybe he would report that back to his teammate here. 1 to go.
Absolutely. I'm kind of surprised the top is even still existing, honestly, with how much power these cars put down up there. 3 and 4 seems to almost be gone already. But a little bit left in 1 and 2, but I don't think it's going to last maybe 10, 15 more laps.
Herbert, Holder, Vitale Jr., Cox. We will take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name's Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turned into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is feature time, so we will get a grid here for you momentarily. As they wave the flag over, giving the drivers time to check their setups. Keaton Holder, Michael Vitale on the front row. Logan Herbert on the inside of row number 2 with Grant Wesley to his outside. Billy Roberts, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row number 3. Kelly Witter, Chris Cox in row number 4. Ryan Stillwell and Scott Scheuer round out your field of 10 drivers. Clayton, what are you looking for tonight? Keaton Holder on the front row in the 387. He's got Michael Vitale to his outside. So we will see how this plays out. We're still waiting for a few cars to grid here.
Alrighty.
What are you looking for from the big blocks, Clayton?
Who's going to be able to keep it up top the longest without destroying a race car? I know inverting the top 4 is going to make for an interesting little charge. We got Grant Wesley, I believe. Yeah, Grant Wesley in 4th, and starting on the bottom, or up top, no, Logan Herbert on the bottom. He seemed very fast up top. We'll see what he's got on the bottom here. Oh, Grant breaking news there. Grant Wesley just his connection dropped, so the whole field's gonna move up one. But I think seeing just who gets down to the bottom quickest is gonna be able to work in that bottom and start making moves like we saw in the street stocks.
387 down low. Michael Vitale up high on row number 1 as the green flag comes out. It is Keaton Holder, followed by Vitale. Logan Herbert. He's going to dive down low, try to get up, see if he can't make the bottom side work. So far, it looked good for the 611 car. Vitale's going to follow him down low. Thought about taking it 3 wide. You got the Vitale brothers running 3 and 4. That is the 21 and the 213. Billy Roberts back in the 99, battling out with Chris Cox in the 550. Oh! No! Somebody up into the wall. Let's take a look. I did not catch who it was. That is the 213 of Vitale. Gets a good run. He's currently in 3rd. It looks like the 387 just Vitale got into that corner so much faster than did Keaton Holder, and that 213 into the outside fence. So the 611 of Logan Herbert, he has moved up 2 positions from his start. He will roll off. He chooses the inside. Caution has been extended. Logan Herbert will select the outside. He's got the 387 car of Keaton Holder. I guess Keaton Holder. Billy Roberts, Anthony Vitale Jr. in row number 2. Caution comes back out. So we're going to try to line them up properly one more time and get this going here. So it looks like we have everybody lined up. 611 car of Logan Herbert on the inside of Keaton Holder in the 387. So we're getting ready to go green. Grant Wesley trying to get back into the server and get that 88 back in the fight. He is in the back of the field. Restart will be on that 611 on the inside of row number 1. Great restart by the 611. 387, however, goes right with them. Anthony Vitale Jr., he's on the inside in that 21 car. He could not get any closer to those tires. Let's go on board with Anthony Vitale Jr. as he moves up to P2 on the board.
And he told us in pre-race that he's had some real life encounters with those tires. So he's definitely got the comfortability of running there and knows when it is too much, both in sim and the real world. I really think him down there will start to blow off that bottom line and get it fast, get it racy, and get these guys 2 different lanes of racing here as we see.
Chris Cox in P4, Michael Vitale in the 213. It's in P5. Billy Roberts is the first car on the outside of the top 5. He's trying to move his way into the top 5. Scott Scheuer in P7, Ryan Stillwell P8, Kelly Wheeler in P9, Grant Wesley, he continues the fight. The 88 car, I think, how many laps down is he, Clayton?
He is 2 laps down from what this is showing. I don't believe that's correct. He wasn't even able to take the green, but we'll see. We'll see where it scores him. If he gets a couple yellows and gets the waiver rounds that the league offers, then he could possibly get it back in the fight. He does have the second fastest lap here tonight so far, so he's already back to doing what he does best, putting down some very fast laps.
So the 88 car, we're not sure why he disconnected, or maybe computer issues, internet, whatever. But just like real racing, sometimes those bugs do come up. The 88 car, that puts him a couple laps down. He's still out there running around. Kelly Wheeler in P9. Ryan Stillwell in the 09. He's running P8. Scott Scheuer in that 57 car, and 99 of Billy Roberts. You could throw a blanket over these three, Clayton.
Absolutely. 2 teammates and Chris Cox battling there. Again, how fast they went from the top to the bottom, it seems as if I'm watching the same lap over and over with the lines these guys are running. Very consistent, very clean, a lot of respect behind the wheel of a lot of these cars in this league. We love to see it. Billy Roberts peeking to the top again, see if he can possibly get a little bit of momentum here. And it seems he's going to fall back off of this. I think it'll just become a battle between Michael Vitale and Chris Cox here for that 4th position.
Let's go on the left front of Vitale. See how close he's coming to those tires. You can see him dive in there. Plenty of room left in that 213 car. 21 car checks up in front of the 213. 213 able to make the pass. That puts Anthony Vitale Jr. back on the podium. 21 car, all kinds of loose.
Yeah, we've got a 5-car battle working its way into the middle of the field here. I believe 3rd through 7th, it's looking like these guys are fighting all types of different lines here.
You got the Vitale brothers battling it out for P3 and 4. Chris Cox battling out with Scheuer and Billy Roberts. That is for possibly a top 5 finish right there. So we got a bunch of battles going on throughout the field. Up front, Logan Herbert still with the lead. He opens up a pretty good gap, over a second between himself and Keaton Holder in the 387. Anthony Vitale Jr. can't shake that 213. His brother's not going anywhere. He wants that podium finish.
Absolutely, and poor Grant Wesley in the street stock race, he didn't want any yellows. He wanted to just run away with the lead and finish the race. And now he desperately needs 2 for his waiver rounds, and they're nothing but clean racing on the track right now. He can't get them.
We are on lap 24 of 50, so laps are going by. Plenty of time, however.
It looks like the 611 of Logan Herbert already closing in on the back of the field here, coming up on the rear end of Kelly Wheeler here to put him a lap down. If that happens, that means the 11 will have the lucky dog waiver round.
Yeah, so you know that 88 just hoping that 11 car can hold off the 611. Boy, if it's going to happen, it better happen here pretty quick, because that 611 of Logan Herbert, he's coming in a big hurry. Let's go on board with the 611. Still running the high side.
Yeah, and we've never had that discussion as far as, the difference between a wave around and a lucky dog. A wave around, everybody gets waved around one time. Lucky dog is the last person to go a lap down. As far as I can recall, we actually never had that discussion, never thought it would be a factor, as we see the 11 of Kelly Wheeler just now going a lap down that last lap. So kind of might be an up in the air decision if a yellow comes. I think just to see better competition, I may just give both here for this one and then confirm that ruling after the race.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the great thing about being race control. In the spirit of competition, we call it, you got to make that best decision. So, yeah, interested on what you choose there. Keaton Holder in P2 in the 387. Vitale Jr. is the final podium car, but he's being hunted down by his brother in the 213. Both of those cars are running that bottom line.
Yeah, Anthony Vitale Jr. tonight has stepped it up big time. Really good to see some new names up towards the front. He seems consistent. He seems smooth up there running that bottom line. See if Michael can possibly put on a late charge here and get by his brother there in the 21 for that final podium spot.
Scott Scheuer battling it out with Billy Roberts. That battle is for P5 on lap 36 of 50. We're on the right front of that 99 car. That should be the 57 that is outside. Yeah, it's the 57, makes a pass, starts to pull away from the 99. Chris Cox, the 515 is kind of surprising me a little bit, Clayton. I expected that 515 to kind of move through the field, but he's been kind of stuck back there where he's at.
Yeah, he's I think it's the racetrack, you know, seeing a lot of these guys love to throw it up top and just let the right rear do all the work. And you definitely cannot do that here at Fairbury for a long time. You can do it in a heat race, you can qualify with that aspect, but man, come feature time, it's all about who's smooth on the bottom. This racetrack has definitely been the leveler of the playing field, you could say, to really show who's got the consistency and that smooth right foot late in this feature, as we only have 9 to go here.
Yeah, Grant Wesley still trying to dig underneath the 99 car. Racers will be racers, 2 laps down or not. The 88 car is digging for every position that he can get. Up front, Logan Herbert, second lead over Logan Herbert, my apologies, over Keaton Holder in that 387 car, working lap traffic. That is the 09 of Stillwell, who will go a lap down. Herbert on the top side on lap 44 of 50.
Yeah, now we've hit the 10 to go window just a few laps ago, so now even if there is a yellow, there are no more waiver rounds. So Grant Wesley, unfortunately, looking like 2 laps down is going to be his finish. Ryan Stillwell now a lap down to Logan Herbert, and that's a lot of talent that Logan has been able to pass. You know, Ryan Stillwell and Kelly Wheeler. I know Grant, that's a technical difficulty. It's tough to see, but to see Ryan Stillwell go a lap down is honestly kind of shocking to me. I never would have thought I'd see that.
Yeah, Logan Herbert closing in on the 515 on lap 47 of 50. So he's going after the 515 of Chris Cox. Chris Cox is no slouch in a late model here. And that 611 is digging, man. He's digging for that checkered flag. Keaton Holder in that 387, currently in P2. Michael Vitale now up to P3, a little bit off the top 2, but yeah, almost a straightaway difference between the group. White flag is out.
Logan Herbert's gone back up to the top these last 4 or 5 laps. Did not think to see there was any kind of moisture up there, possibly just doing it to get around the 515 of Chris Cox. Logan Herbert crosses the stripe, brings home the feature win tonight.
Herbert, Holder, Vitale, Michael Vitale are your top 3. Scheuer and Billy Roberts. That was a good run to the line. Round out your top 5. So we will get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Great race put on after the street stocks. I wasn't sure what to expect, Clayton. And these guys got it done.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a lot more cautions. These things are almost twice the speed of a street stock, but I guess these guys are just used to the fast stuff. You know, maybe the street stock is their Achilles heel, you could call. It's definitely not the modifieds. They put on an awesome show there.
Yeah, man, we will get a word with your top three here momentarily. They're getting their final podium shots. That is Herbert, Holder, Vitale, and Scheuer. And Billy Roberts rounds out your top five. We will, let's see, there's Michael Vitale. We will pull Michael Vitale in. Michael, this is Joe. You got me?
I got you, Joe.
Man, you know what? We were just talking, Clayton and I, man. There was a million cautions in the street stocks. You guys get in these higher powered big block modifieds, man. You got it done. Only a couple cautions. The 213, you fell back one, but you still ended up on the podium, man. Walk us through your night.
Well, I started off, I tried to get up on the outside, and I was going into two, and I kind of went in a little too deep and caught the wall, went over, took the EOL. So I just had to work my way back. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the bottom. I went to the bottom with some bite there, and I stood there the rest of the night.
Yeah, man, great run. Did you have anything for the top two? It looks like they pulled away. How was your setup tonight?
My setup was good. I had a little problem getting around Junior there for a little bit, but once I got by him, I seen the top two, but I didn't have anything for them. But I could see them coming in a little bit.
You and Junior have been battling it out tonight, man. Great looking ride in the 213 and the 99, man. Who do you want to thank for your podium finish?
First off, I want to thank my wife. I want to thank Billy over at Gears Unlimited for all the support he gives us, guys. You putting this broadcast on. Clayton for admin it. All the guys back at Murano Racing. And that'll be it.
All right, man. Hope to see you in the Pro Late Models. Let's see how it goes. Clayton, you got Keaton Holder?
Yes, I do. Keaton, this is Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got me? And give it one more try. Keaton Holder,
like
Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got me, bud?
Looks like his microphone is muted.
Yeah. Move on to, I'll pull up Logan Herbert, and we'll get back with Keaton here in a minute.
Logan, this is Joe. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Man, that 611 looked pretty good, man. We saw you running in the street stocks. Totally different game. But the 611 in the big block mods, man, I think you could sell that left front as new as we're watching you get around the track here, man. Great run by you. What was the magic here?
Really, it's just really patience here. You got to be easy on the throttle and just keep your patience. It's a small track. A lot of wrecks happen. Luckily, we went 42 laps, green flag, and just stayed out front and kept calm, worked through the lap traffic, and just mostly ran the bottom while it got slick, and it just felt hooked up, and I guess we're fast.
Yeah, man, it looked good. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Indiana, but I moved to Georgia.
So you're from Indiana, you just moved to Georgia. Do you drive a car in real life?
No, I don't. I'm hoping to, though.
What are you trying to get into?
Late models.
Really? Right on, man.
Yep.
So great win by you, my friend. Who do you want to thank for your drive to victory lane?
Just everyone at Premier Racing Setups, Keaton Holder, and everyone at BDR as well.
All right, man. Great run. You gonna stick around for the Pro Late Models?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hope to talk to you again. Clayton, any luck with Keaton?
Yeah, Keaton, that's Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, buddy. Watching you up there with your teammate Logan, I thought you guys were gonna be door to door most of this race, man. Seemed you fell off a little bit once you guys caught lap traffic. Do you think that was the deciding factor tonight, causing you to fall back a little bit?
I was loose up top and tight on the bottom, so I really couldn't do much. I was just trying to hold on to second.
Oh man, I hear that, buddy. Any tips you got for anybody looking to run Fairbury in the future? I myself am not a professional when it comes to Fairbury.
Try to drive as straight as possible and use less throttle. That's the key things here.
Awesome, buddy. Well, who do you got to thank for your P2 finish tonight?
Logan Herbert and Premier Racing Setups.
Awesome job, man. Well, congratulations on P2, buddy. Good luck in the late models.
Yeah, man. So great run by the Big Block Mods. Clayton, looking forward to the Pro late models and see how those big body cars get around Fairbury. And while we prepare for that, we will take a quick break as we transfer over. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back.
Soldiers, sailors, airmen and women enlist in the armed forces for many reasons, including a sense of duty, patriotism, the adventure, travel, and adrenaline. Many continue their military service because they discover a brother and sisterhood, an identity, a team. When service members are injured or wounded and can no longer perform their military duties, they quickly find themselves removed from their team, no longer serving the purpose for which they trained.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013, and it was kind of a trial and error of finding out, after the military, what's next in life.
Being forced to leave a military career filled with purpose and pride can be challenging. Some challenges may leave lasting scars. An illness, wound, or injury can make anyone question their worth and sense of belonging after military service.
35 years in the Army, and I needed something to transition into. And so from that transition came an idea, and the idea was this.
Even though a military career may be coming to an end, or already ended, recovery can occur in the most unexpected places with unforeseen opportunities. Recovery, whether physical or mental, has no defined beginning or ending. It may last a lifetime.
For me, one of the biggest surprises that I found out going through it was that it's not like the flu where, you get sick and then you get better. You're never cured. And that's so frustrating. It's so hard to tell someone that. And it's so easy to slip back. And every single time you have to find a new way to fight it, it's a different monster every time you battle it.
This can feel daunting to a warrior who is suddenly forced to leave everything they know, trust, and love, finding themselves at the beginning of an unknown and possibly frightening new journey. Welcome to the world of motorsports.
We're in the right place at the right time in our lives to be able to take these guys that are wounded and put them in front of people that can actually show them that there is a camaraderie, there's a brotherhood within the motorsports industry, that there is potential for career opportunities for them if they have the skill set.
Motorsports offers an opportunity to regain that sense of identity within a safe, fast-paced team environment, providing a renewed sense of purpose. It has many facets, all created by teams working together for success on the track. Like in the military, in motorsports the goal is in accomplishing the mission, winning as a team, collectively celebrating the successes and supporting teammates through the losses. Through motorsport opportunities, Operation Motorsport assists medically transitioning service members and veterans with discovering new ways of achieving a renewed sense of hope, purpose and pride.
Besides the basic brake changing, oil changing, tire rotation, I've actually learned how to assemble and disassemble some engine parts, change some axles, do some alignments and stuff. So give it a try. You never know. This was nothing that I expected. I did not expect to be fully suited, jumping over a wall while cars were going 100 and something miles an hour.
From motors to media, tires to tickets, and hot laps to hospitality. Operation Motorsport provides beneficiaries the chance to become immersed within professional motorsports and provides them with the opportunity to find out firsthand what captivates their imagination and interest. These opportunities provide an avenue of discovery within the motorsports immersion or diversionary therapy programs, all within the Excite, Engage, and Empower recovery programs. Operation Motorsport also offers virtual engagements and recovery opportunities through an iRacing league, engaging beneficiaries in a safe, competitive environment from the comfort and safety of their home. Meeting other like-minded people, service members and veterans on the virtual racetrack, opening the doors to Motorsport Academy programs that prepare beneficiaries for their first encounters at the racetrack, and possibly leading to a day when they can get behind the wheel.
A team environment's a perfect place for people like us to kind of get back into some kind of normalcy when you go through a lot when you get medically discharged. And it kind of sucks and you put through the ringer, but I feel like what Operation Motorsport's doing is just something that's just really valuable.
Operation Motorsport prides itself in keeping beneficiaries engaged after the race weekend, throughout their recovery and beyond, through our recovery programs, or as a member of the 22 pit crew. No matter the background or story, Operation Motorsport is always there to listen, provide a safe and comfortable space, and a trusted circle of confidence that is open and honest about what difficulties may lie ahead for those transitioning out of a military career. Operation Motorsport believes in the power of team, identity, and purpose.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3 nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. Automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. We first start in the pool. We do some confined water skills. We'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore. It's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced, it hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Yes, that's why. So we'll just give them a quick brush, and then we'll get our stuff on, and then we have like an obstacle course. And so
I'm smiling.
You don't know why you're smiling? We always smile. Smiling's the best.
The Mission 22 Equine Program is a riding program for children of veterans. We also serve grandchildren or direct family members of veterans.
It's a lot of fun, and I've always loved horses.
We have private lessons and group lessons, but it's not just riding. You know, riding lessons, people just think that that's all it is. But we have the opportunity here to really build confidence, to lower stress levels, to give them an outlet and opportunity to spend time doing something healthy and productive. Mission 22 is really based on the foundation of the importance for family. It's why we're supporting families here. So in a time where kids' programs are being canceled left and right, school is shut down, they're not able to be around their friends, you know, being able to have an opportunity where they can just be together and let go of that stress and be around people. Again, honestly, it's just really that simple, being around people. You know, who would have thought that it was something as simple as that?
That's okay. You want to grab his reins, and then I'll have you walk him forward. It's really a special thing to watch these kids come every week and build a partnership and a relationship with their horse. It lets them forget about everything that's going on in life, being able to come here, kind of shut the world out a little bit, and have a really stress-free, fun environment.
There's tons of studies that have been done on lowering of cortisol levels of children, and especially with children of veterans, often growing up in a household that can be a more stressful place, to be able to have an outlet where they can be outside, fresh air, horses around them, and just growing in that confidence.
Horses are really unique. They're very intuitive to people. They're very emotionally intelligent. They're very emotional animals, very in tune to people. They have a great way of reading people as well, that they can pick up on if you're feeling nervous or scared or excited. They're very reflective to how you feel. And so it's a great way to kind of check in with yourself and see how you're feeling, because they'll let you know.
When you're riding bareback, it's really important to think about keeping your thighs nice and snug.
Watch your spacing. Remember 1 to 2 horse lengths in between. Nice work. Yep, then you're going to go through the blue barrels, and you can weave through them, and you can walk through them.
Before we came to Central Oregon, we were based out of Portland. So we were renting an office in the city, we were having to pay to board horses, and it was getting to be exceptionally expensive. And so what it came down to was an opportunity to have a facility that we can grow programs out, that we could have the equine program on our own property that we can continue to operate during a time that nobody really knew kind of what was happening next. And so having our own facility gave us the freedom to continue serving the families that we care about.
It's so fun to see parents come and talk to each other, and being able to kind of share stories, watch their kids together is a really neat thing, talk about just life in general, having a place to come and to really connect with people.
I really like riding the horse because it's the best thing ever, and it's so exciting.
By supporting families of veterans on this property through the equine program, it really gives us the opportunity to show that importance. So we're not just supporting their kids, but we're supporting their families. They're having a community here, and building that strong family foundation builds a strong veteran. And that is something that we very much believe in, is supporting the family, supporting the veteran, and that cohesiveness together.
History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. We brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
On this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. This hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money, and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their family's permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. You know, I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, you know, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now. History repeats itself. History.
Welcome back. It is nightcap time. Pro late models out on the track. Clayton, welcome back. This is the nightcap. What are you looking for out of the pro late models tonight? Clayton, what are you looking for out of the pro late models tonight?
I think it's going to be who can get this monster of a car to turn into the corner. I just did some test driving during our break there a little bit just to see what it feels like on track. And it takes a lot of throttle to get the rear end to slide out on these cars. So we could see some pilots going into the corner just based off of the car struggling to turn in. And with the top side going away, it's going to be even harder to turn in on the bottom later in this race. This one might be a little chaotic if you ask me, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're about to see Chris Cox at the top of the board with a 12.169 for the 515. Ryan Stillwell currently in P2. Grant Wesley in the 88 car continues his run through the night. See if the 88 car can improve over his big block mod experience as he is coming for his first time lap. Where does the 88 top of the board? 12.163 for the 88. Ryan Stillwell out on track. Third quick in the 09. Let's see if he can finish that up. No, he gets a little bit tight down low. 12.170 for the 88. He is currently sitting in line for the Tight Lines Apparel Pole Award. So we will see as the 9 car seems to be, we got a couple more out on track.
Yeah, we got Logan Herbert in the 611. Dominated that big block race. Keaton Holder to the top with a 12.14. We'll see what his teammate here in the 611 can do. First lap coming up on the board is a 12.22. We'll see if he can improve and possibly get up there with his teammate.
Oh, into the wall there on his qualifying lap, so he'll shut it down fourth quick. Keaton Holder now with the Tight Lines Apparel Pole Award. Have a passion for the great outdoors and fishing? Tight Lines Apparel has all your fishing apparel needs for the whole family, from women's to men's and youth sizes. Family owned and operated, Tight Lines Apparel has a passion for the outdoors, and everything is custom made to order, from tees to hoodies. Tight Lines Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your fishing apparel needs. Act now and use code SIMRACINGSHIP for free shipping on your order. That's SIMRACINGSHIP for free shipping. Be sure to give them a like and follow on Facebook and Instagram and get the whole family set up with Tight Lines Apparel. Keep it tight with Tight Lines Apparel. Keaton Holder, top of the board.
Gonna get a word with our pole sitter here, Keaton Holder. Keaton, man, fast lap for you here at Fairbury tonight in the late model, man. What's it gonna take to keep that speed all throughout the night tonight and possibly walk out of here with a feature win?
Just gotta keep it smooth, man. Smooth is key around this place.
Absolutely, it looks like it, brother. Well, congratulations, man, on the Tight Lines Pole Award. You just seem to be racking up these small little payouts throughout this league with your first week in. Man, before you know it, you'll have your league entry back in your pocket, possibly making more off the league. Congrats, brother.
Thank you.
That was Keaton Holder with your Tight Lines Apparel Pole Award. We're getting ready to go heat racing here momentarily as everybody has exited the track. Clayton, it looks like they didn't have any trouble getting that car around that track there.
No, yeah, I was seeing them by themselves. You know, it seems they know where to be fast. The question is, can they be fast in a group? And we're about to find out. Heat 1 coming to the grid right now.
Keaton Holder, Chris Cox on the front row. Ryan Stillwell, Scott Scheuer in row number 2. Anthony Vitale Jr. rounds out your field of 5 drivers. So Chris Cox on the outside of row number 1. Keaton Holder, he put down a blazing fast lap in qualifying in that 387. And it may take them a while to get used to the league. The 387 has been towards the front all night. I think as they get more and more comfortable, they will start getting faster and faster as the 387 takes the outside to start this 10-lap feature. Chris Cox to his inside. Scheuer, Stillwell, and Vitale Jr. Green flag is out. We are underway. Great start by that 38 car.
Ryan
we do
Stillwell
have a
early trying to see if he can find some speed down there. 21 still stuck as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say 2 cars down low early, but man, they lost pace quick as the 387 pulls away from the field, running a 12.717 to a 13.260. So the 387 is picking right up where his qualifying lap left off. Chris Cox, we'll go on board with Scott Scheuer here and take a look from the 57 machine as he tries to close in on the 515 of Chris Cox.
Yeah, the 21 of Anthony Vitale. We've seen so much speed out of him and consistency. Not sure if he's comfortable with the late models as much as he is with modifieds and street stocks tonight. But this is just a heat race. Everybody making it to the feature. We'll see what he's got when it comes feature time, if he can make a charge through the field.
Yeah, he's staying on the bottom, trying to figure that out maybe early.
Yeah, and you know, drivers could also be doing that as a test. This could just be a test session, you know. They know possibly they can't get up there and run with Keaton Holder. Why not just get comfortable? Even if you go a lap down, you're still going to the feature here. Why not use this as a little extra practice and see if you can get a good feel for your car down there on the bottom while these 10 laps tick away?
Yeah, or try to wear out the bottom so it doesn't stay good for very long. So a couple different strategies.
Absolutely. Keaton Holder pulled away almost 10 car lengths, only 9 laps into this. Well, it's gonna be cool to see who can stick with him in the feature, with Grant Wesley starting on the pole for Heat 2. Grant Wesley and Logan Herbert, those are 2 fast guys, so we'll see where they finish.
387 towards the flag stand for the Heat 1 victory. Keaton Holder, Chris Cox, Scheuer, Stillwell, and Vitale Jr. is your finishing order. We will get heat number 2 underway here momentarily. That's a good run. They got around there in a big hurry, Clayton.
Absolutely.
Grant Wesley, Logan Herbert on the front row. Billy Roberts, Kelly Wheeler in row number 2. Michael Vitale rounds out your field of 5 drivers for heat number 2.
Yeah, and we're doing a top 4 invert for the feature, so that would mean, I believe Keaton Holder will be starting 4th. So Keaton's going to have a little bit of work to do in the feature. He will be starting on the outside of row 2 for the feature. So he is in the favored line, but the question is, who's going to be the guy in front of him? Is he going to be fast with him, or is he kind of going to be a car that's in the way for Keaton Holder? We'll see what he can do come feature time.
Got 2 more cards to grid here, or 1 more, my apologies. We're waiting on Logan Herbert to take to the grid in that 611 machine. There he is. '88 car will select the outside for his starting position. Yeah, as they wait for the pace truck to come by, there they go. 88 car on the outside. Logan Herbert in a 611 down low on row number 1. Kelly Wheeler, Billy Roberts in row number 2. Michael Vitale, we've seen his car come in late. So we'll see if that continues to be the case here as the 88 car jumps out to a quick lead. Logan Herbert back to P2. Somebody got loose there, and it bottles up the back of the field. That's the 11 car of Kelly Wheeler. He got loose and almost collected Billy Roberts and Vitale.
Yeah, and you see Billy fight that car in 1 and 2 there, struggling to get that car to turn on the bottom. As I mentioned earlier, I think it's going to be a top dominant for the most of this night. I don't see it wearing away as much as we did at this point in the big block feature, or heat races, I should say. I think these guys will be able to stay up top a little bit longer in this one.
Grant Wesley at the front of the field opens up almost a second gap between himself and Logan Herbert. This will put, if the 88 is able to hold on to the victory here, this will put him on the inside of the second row, which is not where he wants to be. Top two pulling away from the field. Logan Herbert and Grant Wesley starting to separate themselves from the pack on lap 6 of 10.
Those 3 Outlaw Racing guys running 3, 4, 5, kind of just spaced out right now, getting a feel for it, ticking away the laps for the end of this thing, just kind of getting comfortable on their own, seeing what it feels like out there.
Billy Roberts giving that bottom side a look. As you said, might not be a bad thing to do here early if you're going to finish in the back. Why not go down and see what the bottom feels like? He's running a slider line there. Grant Wesley coming to the white flag.
I've heard that that's a possibility here at Fairbury. Running that slider line seems to get, if it's a fresh track, it seems to be a little fast, as we see the 11 of Kelly Wheeler sticking to the top behind him, not able to catch up. So Billy may have something found there for the late race here.
Wesley, Herbert, Vitale, Roberts, Wheeler is your finishing order in heat number 2. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back,
our biggest thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
welcome back. It's feature time. We're about to go 50 laps in the Pro Late Model Division of Outlaw Racing League. So we will pull the grid up here momentarily. It looks like there we go. Logan Herbert, Chris Cox on the front row. Grant Wesley, Keaton Holder in row number 2. Scott Scheuer, Michael Vitale in row number 3. Ryan Stillwell, Billy Roberts in 4. Anthony Vitale Jr. and Kelly Wheeler round out your field of 10 drivers. 50 laps to get it done. Clayton, what do you think? Clayton, who's your pick in the feature?
I was just about to say we haven't done our little tradition tonight. I'm gonna go with Keaton Holder, outside row 2. I really think I think Logan Herbert's gonna pick the top. I think it's gonna be teammates on the top row, first and second row, and I think Keaton Holder has shown the consistency in these late models tonight to pull out a win here in this one. How about yourself there, Joe?
So I was going to go with that 88 car, but I think the 611 will put on a show. That second row is super quick, but the 611, he's going to start on the outside in front of his teammates. So we'll see if that setup sticks around. I'm going with the 611, Logan Herbert. Again, these are open setup. Outlaw Racing League are all open setup cars. So these are open setup pro late models here at Fairbury in week number 4. Pace truck should exit next time by. We will go green. Logan Herbert takes the outside of the front row with the 515 of Chris Cox to his inside. Field is looking good, lined up, coming into turn 3. At the exit of turn 4, we will go green. 611 on the outside. That is Logan Herbert. He will get a good run. He's going to be on the outside. The 515, he gets trapped down low, makes a little contact with that. And the 88 gets sideways. Let's take a look at what just happened. That was quick. Looks like the 21 car, Vitale Jr., just gets into the inside of the 09. He will continue to go here. Michael Vitale, however, in the 213, gets into the outside wall. He's closing in on the back of the 88. Wesley kind of over-rotates, and the 213 gets in the back of Wesley, the 88 there. So a host of cars with EOLs. Clayton, walk us through what just happened.
Give me 1 second here, Joe. I'm playing race control on this. Sometimes it's
Logan Herbert, Chris Cox on the front row. Again, Logan Herbert does select the outside. Chris Cox to his inside. Keaton Holder will be on the outside of row number 2. Those are teammates. Grant Wesley in that 88. He's able to hold down the 3rd position. We saw him get loose kind of on that high line, so that's something to watch. Did the 88 car break free, and will this be an issue for him?
Yeah, so I've got the 213 kind of slides up, fighting the car, turning mid-corner, and comes up into the back of the 88, and then it just causes his, really, almost all of his team behind him to get into him.
We're coming to the green flag. They are in the middle of 3 and 4, coming off of turn 4, 611. Of Logan Herbert with a great start. That is Chris Cox, who will dive down to the inside. The 88 car kind of goes to the inside also. Oh, the 611 into the outside wall. 387 is able to avoid him. Those are teammates running 1-2 on the high line. The 88 car, Chris Cox pushes his way to the outside. Put the 515 in P2. Now your top 4 are on the high line as the 387. That is Keaton Holder. He'll slide job the 515 as the caution comes back out.
Yeah, it looks like Scott Schroyer off of turn 4 just kind of gets loose on his own there. Not sure if he's maybe still fighting some damages from that last wreck, but he gets loose off of 4, loses grip, and then just overcorrects the car and spins it, self-spin on the front straightaway.
There is the 57. We're watching the replay here. Yeah, he over-rotates, got the wheel cranked, car catches, and around it goes. Absolutely into the outside wall there.
Yeah, we're really seeing Chris Cox force that second position, pretty aggressively up in front of Keaton Holder. But if I know Logan, he's going to pick the top, and that's going to put Chris Cox at the bottom. So he's going to have to do it again if he wants to keep P2. We'll see what he does here.
And we'll see if his teammate is also on the bottom. So you got the 88 and the 611 up high. Coming off of turn 4, green flag is back out. Looks like the 611 lost traction on the restart. He's able to hold off the 515 of Chris Cox. As the caution comes back out, seen Kelly Wheeler, Billy Roberts, and Michael Vitale involved. '57 will get a lap back here.
Yeah, it can get hectic in this race control position at times, but these guys make it really easy. I love seeing the accountability when there's a mistake and such. I love to see it. The respect between these drivers and all the admin team. It's a great group of guys we got running here.
So 611 Logan Herbert will select the outside. He will have Chris Cox to his inside. The 611 got loose on the last restart. Let's see if he can't. Looks like where he was going is right there where that slick goes all the way to the outside wall. Looks like that 611 might have got a little bit loose up there. Probably won't be long until he moves down to the bottom side here. We will see how that plays out. Better restart by the 611. The 515 of Cox down low. We're going to go 3 wide. 387 is going to battle it out with the 09. Caution comes back out once again.
Oh, it looks like the 21 just comes all the way down across the nose of Kelly Wheeler here.
There is the 21 coming into the picture. And over the 21 goes. Let's take another quick look here. Cuts down, and it looks like not only does he cut down, but he over-rotates, which slows that car down, which collects the 11 car, both those cars, EOL. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Logan Herbert. We will go a couple more caution laps here.
Yeah, with this track being so short, the back of the pack struggles to catch up sometimes under these yellows, so no big deal. Extend it and let these guys go back to work behind the wheel.
Coming off of turn 4, 611 with a good restart. His teammate, that is the 387 of Keaton Holder. He's right on his tail. No room for the 515 to get up high. 387 throws it in. You can see the car bounce. Track getting super rough.
Almost that whole car got air right there into 3. 3 and 4, I know there's a really bad lip I've seen during practice myself. 387 here now going to slide Chris Cox for P2. Chris Cox crossing over, 3 wide off of 2.
Beating and banging.
Throw
That
a blanket
will
over the
give
battle
the
for P2.
88 car the second position. Put the 88 to P2. Stillwell, Keaton Holder, Chris Cox battling it out. Those three are going to work on each other. Now the 09, 611 starting to flash a little bit. Don't look now. 88 car works his way to the point. Give the lead to the 88 car of Grant Wesley. Logan Herbert moves back to P2. Stillwell moves up. He's battling it out with the 611. Stillwell's looking for a podium tonight. In that 09 machine, he will fall in line behind his teammate. That is Grant Wesley in the Animal Racing crew. Are running 1-2. Logan Herbert falls back to P3. Herbert moves back up to the top side. Chris Cox and Keaton Holder, they continue to beat and bang on each other on lap 15 of 50. Scott Scheuer gets down to the inside in that 57.
It seems now the battle between Keaton Holder and Chris Cox has almost turned into the battle between Logan Herbert and Chris Cox, as Chris Cox starting to make a little bit of headway here, trying to find a way to get around the 611.
We're on board with the 515. The 611 got tight down low or loose, over-rotated there.
Yeah, that car is jumping into turn 3 with how rough it is down there across those bumps. I really think it's starting to upset that 611.
Grant Wesley has his hands full of his teammate, Ryan Stillwell. They're hitting the bumps, Clayton, but doesn't seem as bad on those cars.
No, these cars are pretty tough. You can bounce these things around, make contact with each other, as we see. You know, you don't want to see contact, but if it's made, this car seems to be able to hold its ground a lot better compared to the modifieds. You know, not having front fenders, any kind of contact with those will almost guarantee something being bent or broken.
As Keaton Holder in the 387 and Chris Cox battle it out for that final podium. Odd lap 22 of 50. Billy Roberts, Scott Scheuer involved. Let's take a look. Looks like that 99 car right below you. It's beaten, banged on that left side for sure. Gets into the back of the 57, collects the 213. Boy, I don't think there's a straight piece of metal on that 99 car, Clayton.
No, he definitely having a tough night. Getting that car to rotate into the corner is all that it looks like, but hopefully he can find something here to straighten it out a little bit, possibly, and make his way back up through the field for a few spots.
That was the 99 coming out of the pits. Do you have quick repairs in Outlaw Racing League?
Yes, every driver has one fast repair.
Pace truck is off. That will leave the field to Grant Wesley with his teammate now. Will Chris Cox in the 515 be able to pull up and keep... no, he won't. The 09 goes down low, as does his teammate, the 88 of Grant Wesley. So Stillwell, he's able to hold off Chris Cox. Now Cox gets pushed to the outside by the 387 of Keaton Holder. Keaton Holder moves into the final podium position. We are battling throughout the field. Chris Cox now battling it out with Logan Herbert. That 611 car is bouncing more than any other car on the track. That has to be setup related, I would think.
Absolutely, yeah. Logan brings some really stout setups to the sim, so I can guarantee you he's more than likely probably picked up on that over his testing and relayed to his setup guys, or himself if he builds them. I'm not quite sure, but they have definitely built him something that can handle almost the abuse that he is throwing this car, and it's able to hold its ground very well for him, as we see him about to put up a fight with the 515 there, clearing Chris Cox off of 4 for position 4.
Those two battling it out. 6'11 on the high side, 5'15 down low. It will be the 6'11 going into turn 3 and 4. Up front, Grant Wesley now opening up a gap between himself and his teammates. Stillwell in the 0-9. Keaton Holder is moving up in that 387. He's found the middle here, Clayton. We haven't seen anybody run the middle yet tonight, but the 387 has found that to be quick. The 88 car of Grant Wesley, he's running the same line, that middle line here at Fairbury.
Yeah, Keaton Holder may have saw that Grant started to run that. I've seen Grant do it a little bit here for the last 15 or so, and maybe Keaton's trying to go with him and see if he can't clear this 9 car. It seems he's getting the run off the corner, just struggling to get in with the entries of 1 and 3 both being slick. He's not quite having the bite he wants to get the car thrown into the corner.
0-9 way down low, 387 trying to get a run. 387 will force his way into P2. Those two make contact. Will that mess with the handling on the 0-9 of Ryan Stillwell? That was not a gentle tap. That was, I will take P2. Thank you very much.
We saw this in the modified race. Logan Herbert goes up to the top during the late run in the feature, and he's picking up positions. He's about to clear the 9 of Ryan Stillwell here for P3 and be back into a podium spot. Can he make that top work and get to the 387 and possibly the 88 of Grant Wesley?
He's going to give it a go. Grant Wesley with how much of a gap here? Almost 2 seconds over Keaton Holder in the 387. 6'11 car running P3. Ryan Stillwell, I'm sure he won't forget that move that was made by that 387. Will that set up for some drama late race? We're on lap 38 of 50, so we will see in not too distant future here. Chris Cox running P5. Scott Scheuer in P6. Anthony Vitale Jr. in that 21 running P7. Billy Roberts in the 99. He's back in P8. Michael Vitale, P9. And Kelly Wheeler rounds out your field of 10 drivers. Up front, 88 continues to run that middle.
Yeah, these teammates back here in position 2 and 3, they may look fast up there, but Grant Wesley's pulled away another 2.5 tenths from P2 of Keaton Holder here. So I think Grant Wesley has found the best line around this track as of right now.
41 of 50. That is Holder and Herbert battling it out for P2. Both currently in a podium position. Ryan Stillwell in the 09. He's the first car on the outside looking in at a podium. Chris Cox is the final car in your top 5 in that 515.
Yeah, Chris Cox been making the top work for him as well, going up there. Seeing him go up there a lot more often all the way around this racetrack, keeping the momentum up. Don't quite know if he'll have any speed or time left to run down the 09 of Stillwell, but definitely making sure he can keep a top 5 finish for points here tonight.
Just as sure as you said that, Stillwell hit that outside wall pretty hard here. He's able to continue, gets it again. He keeps beating on the right side of that 09. Chris Cox may be able to close that gap. Logan Herbert and Keaton Holder, they're battling it out. That's the 387 and the 611. I don't expect those two to give each other any slack here. Yes, Grant Wesley now is going to encounter lap traffic. Can the 88 work his way through lap traffic? The 11 car, and not going to give up that position easily. 11 car down low. That is your leader up high in the 88. Wesley showing that he can run that outside also.
Yeah, coming to 2 to go, he passes Kelly Wheeler very easily. I thought he was going to maybe fight a little bit of grip up top, but these guys are able to go up here towards the end of these features and run it almost as if it's a brand new racetrack. So
last lap.
Really cool to see with the setups that they can hold this.
Wesley, Holder, Herbert coming off of turn number 4. Wesley for the victory. Keaton Holder P2. Logan Herbert P3. Ryan Stillwell in P number 4. Scott Scheuer rounds out your top 5. So the 57 of Scheuer able to get by Chris Cox late race. Good show. We will get a word with your top three. We will get a word with your top three. Clayton will start off with Logan Herbert in the 611 car. He fell back two. He started the race on pole, fell back to P3, but he still puts that 611 on the podium. Good looking wrap, good looking car. So, Clayton, it's all yours.
Logan, it's Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, buddy. Saw you out front early, gridded up on the front here. Man, what did you think it was gonna take to be able to keep that 88 and everybody else behind you to possibly secure yourself a feature win here?
Really, I just felt like I needed to run the top for the first 15 laps or so, and then just move to the bottom as it got slick, and we were just too tight and just kept pushing through the ruts, and we just let everyone by us and somehow salvage a third place.
Absolutely, bud. And I got a question. I saw you doing it in the modified race too. Man, what about the setups that you have for that car give you the ability to go back to the top with all the loose dirt that you guys threw on top of it being almost 100% slick up there? What in that 611 gives you the ability to go up there and run it almost as if it's a brand new track?
You know, really, we're too tight to run the bottom, so the slick was kind of helping us turn. So we just kept it up top through the slick, and just car felt good up there, but just no bite.
Awesome, buddy. Stout night for you tonight. Congratulations. Anybody you got to thank for tonight?
Yeah, Premier Racing Setups and everyone over at BDR and Keaton Holder for helping me and being my teammate throughout this.
Awesome, buddy. Well, good job on P3, man. Congrats.
Thank you.
Keaton Holder brings the 387. He moves up two from his start. Keaton, this is Joe. You got me?
Yep.
Hey, man, that 387 was bad fast, man. Did you have anything for that 88?
I was just hoping for 10 more laps.
So your car was coming in late is what you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Man, great run. What was the magic there? Were you running the same line? I noticed that Grant Wesley moved to kind of run in the middle, which we haven't seen tonight. And you also, did you go down there because you saw him go down there, or was that where you were going to run?
I seen him go down there, and I tried it, so it worked for a little bit.
Yeah, that middle was fast there for a while, man. So great setups for you guys tonight, both you and the 611 with podium finishes, man. Who do you want to give a shout out for your podium finish?
Logan Herbert again in Premier Racing Setups, and I want to say congratulations to Grant for the win.
Yeah, man. Great run by the 387. Can't wait already for next week. Clayton, you got our winner?
Yes, sir. Grant Wesley, it's Clayton in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, buddy. So, again, that 88, man, something about this league, brother. You've been able to get it done. Almost all the racing we do, you're up front, man. What is it taking that car being so consistent the way you are?
Oh man, it's just it's a wave. I mean, you never know when the luck's gonna work your way. All you can do is just ride it out to the end. But yeah, I'm very thankful for how the car ran tonight. I was unfortunate in that big block race because felt like I had some speed late in the race, but I dropped out pre-race.
Yeah, we saw that. I was glad to be able to get the race extended a little bit. We never want to see anybody out just based off of a technicality. So definitely good to see you come back, man. We were hoping for some yellows there, but in the late model, man, how fast did that car feel the later the race got? We saw you work in the middle and kind of saw your competitors behind you drop back as well. But what made you think to go down to the middle and find the fastest line on track that early?
So honestly, I I kind of like before the race started, I would have thought the top side would have been fast, and the first 5 laps, everybody was just fighting for the top, and I was kind of afraid maybe there might be a wreck, and I just didn't want to get collected, so I moved down. As it got towards, whenever I made the pass for the lead, I was like, man, that worked pretty good. I was on the bottom, and my teammate Ryan, he was running really well also. He was up to second, and I know he likes to be right around the tires. In fact, he told me that's where he was running, and I prefer to kind of run the middle over the very bottom anyway. I was like, and I felt like I could make that work. So yeah, I just kind of dedicated myself to the middle. Late in the race, I kind of seen Keaton or somebody was running the top, and late in the race, and that's where I prefer to be anyway. So that's I moved up top at the end, but frankly, I was a couple tenths slower.
Yeah, man, you've definitely already won your league entry back in the weekly payouts and stuff. Happy to see that for you. Once again, congrats. Who do you have to thank tonight for that 88 late model in victory lane?
Oh, just thanks you, Clayton and Joe, for doing the broadcast. I like to thank the sponsors here. I mean, I just cannot thank them enough for everything they do here. A&J Landscaping, Gears Unlimited, Vitale Motorsports, and Tightline Apparel. And especially Vitale Motorsports for the $10 for the Pro Late Model winner. I'd like to thank my teammates for all the help that they do. We test a little bit and tweak on setups. Yeah, Ryan, Scott, and Rick, who's not here. Yeah.
Awesome, buddy. Well, congratulations tonight, man. Way to get it done.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right, Clayton, that puts week 4 in the books. It was great to get back to a little bit of short track racing. It actually ended up better than I anticipated. We had a few cautions, but higher horsepower cars on short tracks, that just tells you the quality of the drivers that you have in the Outlaw Racing League, man. Great show put on by all. Clayton, thanks for joining me in the booth once again, man. Do you have any final words?
I was really just impressed seeing those guys able to run the top and keep it clean for the most part. I know those street stocks they almost turn into a demolition derby, but it's kind of just how you drive them in general on the sim. But really, really cool to see some of these guys. I mean, making the weekly payouts back. That's awesome to see included, and the relationships that are starting to develop between admin and the drivers in here, drivers to other team drivers. Everybody's becoming one big group, and we love to see it. Just hope to keep on building from where we are now and see where we end up.
Yeah, man. Great night tonight. Can't wait for next week, my brother. So, again, thank you for joining me in the booth. Thank everybody out there for tuning in for week 4 of the Outlaw Racing League. And until Friday night, Got Your Six Network will be back online Friday night. And next Tuesday, we'll be right back and watching the drivers in the Outlaw Racing League put on a heck of a show. So until then, we will see you next time.
Mission 22 is founded on the timeless principle that America's warriors are equally valuable overseas as they are within our borders. We are unwaveringly committed to the journey back home and understand the barriers our heroes face when making the often arduous and taken for granted transition home. Trauma is an opportunity. While bleeding, hidden pains of the past can never be removed. We can transform them into something brand new and beautiful. We can grow through trauma to become our community's cornerstone, the safest neighbor on the block, the strongest leader in the office, the most caring volunteer at the elementary school. The Recovery and Resiliency Program is a year-long, and it uses everything from cutting-edge biometric tools to science-backed supplements. This is a catalyst to take the deep scars suffered for our nation's sake and turn them into opportunities to direct our God-given purpose and energies as protectors toward a refreshed and meaningful life. By committing to this year-long program, you will be happier, stronger, and wiser. Your PTS and/or TBI may not leave you, but you will be more comfortable in your own skin, and your suffering will begin to have meaning. Our goal is to give warriors one thing, the truth. Let's take responsibility for our healing.